Hello once again everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. Now, it has been a while, it has been a while. I had a little bit of hiatus, a couple of months just to like reset myself, come up with some new ideas, because I felt a little bit burned out, a little bit drained. I didn't know which game to play, so this video will come out before the one I've just recorded. So it's a little bit strange in my head, but it's fine. I'm doing a randomizer series now. They'll come out at 5 PM UK time, 7 days a week. And it's basically a way of picking a game at random from my library of 370 odd games. And just playing that for a bit and seeing what it's like, basically. It's a way of delving into games that I really don't normally play. So, anyway. It has been about 2 months and a lot has happened. I've spent another 20 or 30 hours here, and the first thing you'll notice is that there is nothing there anymore. I've completely dismantled my old base, and I've moved it over here. So, we've got the space elevator over there. We've got the blueprint editor in this big building here. I put it in a building because I quite like it like that. Down here then we've got the hub. We've got a few buildings there in our little corner. I think they were there last time. I had to watch my last Satisfactory video to actually remember where I was. It's ridiculous. So all of this has been fleshed out quite significantly. For a start, my iron ingots factory has now been completed. All 4 floors now have stuff in, and the roof is on. So any one of these that you see that have the roof lights in are 100% finished. That's my little aid to memory. So these ones over here aren't done yet. Obviously these 3 down here, so that one, and that one there, they were only 1 floor anyway, so they were fairly easy. These ones here are, of course, they need more floors. They need more floors. Iron rods certainly needs more floors, and definitely with the screws. Definitely with the screws. No, I've only got 1 floor in most of these now. But over here you'll see that these were just empty shells before. These assemblers were all just empty shells before. And now they've all at least got 1 floor. They need more. They need a lot more. But they've all got at least 1 floor. They're all built up. They've all got most of a roof on. They've all got the beautiful staircases. They've got power. All I need to do is put them all back together again. They are connected. They are now automatically fed from all my other factories, so I don't need to shuttle things around anymore. The only thing I haven't done yet is this one over here, which is advanced wiring, automated wiring. That's it. I haven't done automated wiring yet. I've been there. I've almost done it, but down here you'll notice that there's an awful lot of goods moving around. There's an awful lot of belt work down here now to get to feed these factories. It's nice to see it all running. The problem, of course, is always finding a way to get back upstairs again. I'll just use this one. So another thing I've done is I've installed another couple of mods. Basically, while I like the container sticking out of the wall like that, that's fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with it. But you need to be kind of careful about which things you put in which container. That's why you've got the signs up there. But what we've got over here is an item dispenser. I can run up to this. Let's see, I've got nothing. I've got a bit in there right now. But you run up to it, press E, and you just grab a stack. Press E again, and you grab another stack. So I've got 2 more stacks of those. Oh, it topped it off. It topped it off. That's nice. So with this one, of course, you can come over here and just press E, and it would put a stack of whatever it wants in there. You don't have to open your inventory and pick. I don't have any of this, of course, but you don't have to open your inventory and pick stuff. You don't have to do anything like that. You click up here and you'll see it's got the same amount of storage. Actually, I think it's got more storage than one of the industrial storage containers. But you can select any item you want from that list, and it'll put the image there saying what it needs. So you don't have to worry about opening your inventory, picking what you want to put in. You can if you want. I could easily put some of those in if I wanted to. Just shift click and it would all go in. I don't particularly want to, because that's not what we want to put in there. But still, it'll take a while to replace these, to replace those industrial containers with these. I've done a few. I've been working my way up this road, so these are done. Quite apart from the fact that, as you can see in my little wish list on the right there, that they need heavy modular frames, and that's one thing that I haven't automated yet because I don't have the manufacturer yet. So as you can see, these are all as they were. Let's see. Oh, I was going in this direction, wasn't I? So our power situation has been slightly altered. Altered slightly. Either way. We've got a great deal of switches here now just to manage our power. So that is the feed to the rest of the factory. So if I want to shut everything down at once, I can just flip that. That's the feed to the coal mines. I'll show you those in a minute because they've changed. Water pumps. And that's the feed from the generators. So if I wanted to just run on battery power, I could just flip those off. What we have in here then is coal from the miners comes up this one, goes into there and is fed off as normal. But we get a little bit more from the miners than we can actually use, so we've got an overflow to some storage outside. That then comes around and that can be fed back in through there into that. I've left some resources there to build the belt when I need to, so I don't need to keep any of that in my inventory. And obviously here then is the manual input as and when needed. You will have noticed when I've been going into inventories that I've removed the Stack Overflow mod. Everything is now back at 100 or 200 or 500 as needed. I just felt it was better that way. Stack Overflow is a little bit cheaty. I will admit that. That is a little bit cheaty. So I basically had to remove everything from storage. I just dumped it all into a sink. It took a couple of hours to actually sink everything. But there we are. So what I've done over here is I've decided that the my power plant should have their own coal feed, and the coal from my miners over there should feed my factory. So I found a good few coal mines over there. I had to solve a little bit of a problem. over here, as you can see, because I had to figure out how to bring my little corridor thing up a hill, because I needed to get over all of this terrain to take it over there. But that was a very interesting challenge. In fact, I still remember exactly what I was watching when I built this, because that's how much it's stuck in my head. So there's a nice sort of curve there. Comes up here. Belts on ramps don't seem to do very well. I mean, they're perfectly fine there, but it's placing the end on a ramp is a bit strange. Anyway. Okay, and here we are. So these come out pretty much exactly the same distance as those two down there. Drop down here. They have to come out to avoid the cliff, but that's no problem. I've dealt with that. I've dealt with that situation before. One of these miners that I've hooked up here, and it's probably one of the ones that are over there, is at 60 per minute. And I think that's the one that gives me my overflow. All the other miners work perfectly well. They meet the demand of my power generators. That's what I wanted to say. I just could not find the words. Anyway, I still haven't finished. The supports. I have made a decision that I quite like the glass wall look. So I think I'm going to go with it. I do quite like it. Because when you're close enough to it, you can still kind of see. But it still looks like a building from far enough away. Yeah, I think I like that. I still have to finish these supports. That will take some time. But there we are. That's pretty much it, to be honest. I've got my smart plating for phase 2. I've got my versatile framework for phase 2. That's this one here. I still need to build this one. As you can see, I've not done anything with this. This is just my my blueprints. I've filled all these in. And I'm going to have to change the blueprints now to accommodate the new plan I have with the hoppers and dispensers. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. What you saw in the last video compared to this video is 30 hours of work. So all of these have been built up. They need to be filled, like that one, with machines. That's going to take a very long time. That will take a very, very long time. But that's it. That's it. It's all stuff that needs doing. Anyway, I really do quite like the look of this now. It's been at least fleshed out. They just need filling and then the roof finishing off. And that'll be it for this. And then we can do phase 2 and then we can start unlocking more more milestones and get some more equipment. More things to build, and then we'll have to build the factory that way. We'll have to find oil and bauxite and do all of that stuff. Ah, dear. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.